Network Entertainment.
Huwag natin i-gatekeep yung adventure riding community dahil lang sa hindi pasok yan kasi hindi 400cc. Hindi pasok yan kasi hindi 21 inches yung harap. Lahat naman yan, adventure bike yan. If you're just brave enough.
Exactly. Any bike is an adventure bike if you're stupid enough.
Brave or stupid.
Brave or stupid.
Oh, you know, that's another category.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Tunay na Rider. We have our good friend, Aaron Palabyab.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Aaron? And of course, nandito si Buck.
Hello, magandang gabi.
And wala si King. Kasi may flu, pare. So.
Flu.
Akala ko iniwasan niya lang ako eh.
May utang ba siya sa'yo?
Ba?
Wala pa. As far as I know, actually ako yata may utang sa kanya eh.
Okay,
so,
okay,
lang pala wala siya
Safe.
Safe. You're safe, King.
Marked safe.
All right, we're going to be talking about adventure riding, chill versus extreme. Actually, dapat ito yung Halloween episode.
Kasi narinig ko parang merong takot na eh.
Parang tinerorize ka pare. Ito yung parang why chill rides. Well, we're going to be talking about something that's kind of, I think I'm more on the Aaron side and Buck is on the other side, right?
Right.
And then the guys outside are more on the other side. No, nandito sila Tristan and the CF Moto team.
Mamaya may live tayo.
So, I'm more on chill, affordable, touristy. And then Buck is on the Mark side of things.
Hindi rin.
4 months out of the year, you're in freaking Mongolia.
Wala, normal lang yun. Wala pa
Okay.
yung extreme dun.
So do adventures have to be one, expensive, hardcore, test your manhood, no?
Pangit pa eh.
Or pwede lang chill, diba? So that's why we've got Aaron here, because he's an awesome storyteller. And yeah, welcome to Tunay na Rider, Aaron.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna test your manhoodness.
Buti na lang, prepare ko yung manhood ko tonight. Well, so actually, like by way of story, I think I can talk a little bit about how I got into adventure riding because it kind of explains in retrospect where I am now in terms of why I am where I am now in terms of adventure riding.
O nga naman, magaling tong storyteller.
So how do you get into riding first?
Okay, to be perfectly honest, well, kasi na-plant yung seed nung riding for me in different trips that I was taking on my own. I was traveling a lot, mga mid-2010. So, unang na-plant yan sa head ko, nag-Siargao ako 2018. May kasama akong lesbian na couple, which is not relevant, pero yun lang yung totoong nangyari.
Yeah, but the visual is really nice.
Para lang ma-imagine nyo. Tapos,
that's a Siargao ka with lesbians.
isa lang sa amin, isang Colombian, isang Spanish. Tapos,
I'd watch that.
Tapos,
kwento mo na rin yan. Hindi, relate, yan?
Off topic na tuloy tayo.
Kailangan ng background story.
Mamaya pag hindi na nag-roll.
Storyteller talaga, pare. He got you in the first 5 words.
Yung
diba?
Art of the Hook no, sa YouTube. Ngayon nanonood na kayo.
Wala matuto tayo dito.
Pero nangyari doon nga, syempre ikot kaming Siargao. Sa aming tatlo, isa lang yung marunong magmotor. So, isang Honda Beat kami, naka-sandwich kaming tatlo doon.
Wow!
Sandwich.
So sabi ko,
Okay.
Sabi ko, wow, hassle naman nito. Sana marunong ako magmotor.
Wait, you're not one of the lesbians, right?
No. As far as I know, hindi. So,
Teka, naka-Mio ba kayo?
sayang nga, naka-Honda Beat kami. May picture pa. So,
pare, wala. Screw stereotypes, man. Lesbians can ride Honda Beats, they can ride Clicks, they can ride Mios, whatever they want.
C300 BMW.
So ayun, yun yung isa sa nagplant ng seeds, and that same year, nag-ano din ako, mayroon akong 1-month residency, artist residency sa Italy. Mahabang kwento din yun. Tapos, yung isa naming kasama doon na, ano siya, New Zealand na writer, na world traveler, meron siyang dalang motor na binili niya sa Paris, ni-ride niya mula Paris hanggang Rome.
Okay,
Tapos
okay.
nung kami nakita. Tapos one Sunday morning, umangkas ako sa kanya, wala pa akong helmet para pumuntang train station. Tapos doon ko naramdaman, para bang, wow, the freedom of the hills, ganon. Ganda pala talaga magmotor. Pero, kumbaga, gusto ko na talaga, pero never ko parang na-follow through until end 2019, I started dating my now ex na nagmamotor. So, shout out Pia. So, she got me into riding talaga kasi matagal na siyang nagra-ride.
So, si Pia ang may kasalanan.
Yes.
Sa
basic.
pagmumotor mo.
Tama.
Nilinawin lang natin. Hook tawag dyan.
Exactly. So, sinisisi natin ngayon si Pia na nandito ako ngayon.
Okay.
Yeah. So, basically, in other words, meron akong bodyguard lagi na kasi dahil sa process of learning ko sa pagmumotor. Tapos, wow, this whole time nagtatagalog ako. Anyway. So, basically kasi, and this will factor into later. So, totoo lang, even though mahilig ako mag-travel, naturally duwag ako eh. It's just that, lagi ko lang pinupush sarili ko na to overcome that kasi marami akong gustong ma-experience. And so, with my ex's help, I got into motorcycle riding. Alala ko, simula pa lang, pareho na kaming fascinated doon sa original na Royal Enfield Himalayan. Yun yung dream bike namin pareho.
Himalayan!
Ganda ng Hima eh.
Oo.
Sobrang ganda ng Hima, lalo na yung first one, di ba?
Yes.
I like the look of the first one more than I like the look of the new one.
Yeah.
Pero I like the performance of the new one.
Yeah, exactly. So, di ba, legendary bike. And then, ang first time na nag-big bike kami, and nag-highway kami, nag-rent kami kay Kanan, Philippine Moto Tours, and nag-angkas kami doon. Ako muna nagmaneho nung first 1/3 ng ride, and then the next 2/3 siya na nagmaneho, naduwag na ako. So, doon nagsimula, and I love to tell this story because yung original Hima 411 na yan, part yan ng lahat ng biggest milestones ko when I started riding, all the way to the biggest one, which was FJ3.
So
But we're
malapit
getting ahead of the
talaga sa
story.
puso mo yung RE.
Yes, exactly. So, over the course of that year,
Parang feeling ko, yung mga riders ng RE, kailangan medyo long hair, magaling gumawa ng mga
Mysterious
video.
Medyo
diba?
rocker.
Tapos, kunwari artist.
Oo,
Kunwari,
artist yung dating.
may image, di ba?
Oo, parang ganun yung RE sa akin. Bagay na pala ako sa RE.
Bagay na bagay.
Pang mysterious.
Ganyang curl, wavy hair, yun talaga yung ano,
Oo.
RE look eh.
Okay.
Yun, so as I was saying, yung Himalayan, from then on, naging part na ng lahat ng biggest milestones ko sa riding. So una kong big bike, finally end of 2021, nakabili na ako Hima. And then, well, famously binenta ko siya, kaya ako sumikat sa YouTube. I made a 5-minute video, I sold my Himalayan, here's why. And basically, naging legit bait siya kasi in other words, clickbait, parang, galit siya dun sa bike na parang cult favorite because of itchy boots. And then, parang yung video turned out to be parang 5.5-minute love letter na parang we can't be together, ganyan. So I got my Interceptor. Pero even after I switched to an Interceptor, nagkaroon ako ng maraming magagandang adventure rides on Himalayans, culminating with, and ito yung one of the turning points, we decided to join yung tour, yung Philippine Moto Tours to Himalayas. So lahat kami naka-Hima 411, wala pang 450 noon, and that's where I met everyone who would eventually be my teammates sa FJ3. Ito yung thing. So, July 2023 yung Himalayas ride na yon. And then, a few months later, sabi ni Ilan, sabi niya, sponsor ng Go Time entry natin sa FJ, sali ka ba? Sabi ko talaga kay Ilan, kaya ko ba yan? Malay ko ba? Kasi I had only done basic off-road kay Coach Mel, and I had done kay Coach Clyde na yung intermediate na gymkhana. Wala akong real intermediate off-road training, pero sobrang na-enjoy ko yung off-road sa Himalayas. As in, may isang buong day doon na gravel riding, tapos nag-joke ako, I am now an off-roader. It was super, super fun, dahil na yung pa-Umlingla. Kahit na meron akong spectacular na wipeout din, pababa ng Umlingla, like sa sand, basta wrong technique. And then talagang plakda, mukha akong espasol paglabas ko doon. And so, ako naman, anyway, nag-invite si Ilan ako. Fine. Sige, like, okay, libre naman eh. Ang saya. Pero, I'll never forget, and I did say this in the video, no, sa starting line ng FJ3, sabi ko, what am I doing here?
Kasama ka doon, Bak, di ba, sa FJ3?
Kasama ka ba?
Saan yung 3?
Yung sa Maliko yung starting line.
Alam ko yun, no?
Oo, sino teammate mo nun? Ducati pa rin.
Oo.
Alala ko yun.
12.
Naka-scrambler.
12 o 15 kami.
Exactly, alala ko
15
na.
isang team.
Alala ko yun kasi sobrang yung aga nakarating sa sa vegan.
Parang walang kahirap-hirap kila Bak yun eh.
Alala ko yun, pero may picture
Nag-hotel pa kayo, di ba, Bak?
may picture kayo lahat nakahubad doon sa doon sa day 1
Saan?
na trail.
Teka, nakahubad? Ano yun?
Nasa IG story lang ata ni Mark. Alam mo naman si Mark, ganun yung hilig i-post.
Nakahubad?
Oo.
Lalaking hubad.
Yun. So, and then yun, famously nga, nung day 1, as most people know, like sabi ko, what the heck, like quit na ako. And then...
Day 1?
Oo, yun yung doon.
Bakit?
Wait, sa day 1, yun ang parang 2 oras tapos na kayo, di ba? Parang basta wala pang
Hindi ko
hapon.
na nga matandaan kung ano nangyayari.
Yun, di ba?
Yun yung Runruno Pushcart Trail sa
Okay.
Nueva
Saan
Vizcaya.
ba nun?
Yung may falls
Endpoint?
muna. Endpoint nun, yung pwedeng, hindi required, pwede doon sa barangay hall sa covered court, pero pwede rin mag-hotel.
Hindi. Pumunta pa kami ng bayan. Kumain pa kami ng sa mga
Oo.
restaurant.
Tapos nag-hotel kayo,
Oo.
di ba? Mm-mm.
Okay.
Hindi naman 2 oras. Mga alas 3, alas 4.
Basta maaga pa, nagulat ako, nakakaroke na kayo, mga ganun.
Oo nga, nakita ko parang may abuchikik na kasama dito sa video nila.
Okay.
Ayun, so famously, nung day 1 nga, parang akala ko, hinug na talaga ako. I didn't know what I was getting into. Although in retrospect, mabait talaga yung, kasi nakahima kaming lahat nun. Kami yung Go Time Bank Himalayas adventure team. And talagang, in other words, when I look back at that trail and given my skill level, the reason lang talaga nakalusot ako is number 1, my teammates, and number 2, gamit ko yung Hima 411. Mabait talaga siya kasi nakita ko yung contrast with the 450 eh. Parang kahit na magsing bigat sila, yung Hima 411, like, bababa talaga yung weight, may gapang, yung umahaw na ako. Tapos, si Ilan was coaching me through the intercom lagi kung ano ba yung gear, ano yung throttle. So like yung mga ahon doon, lahat naka full throttle second gear, naglalab
Sandali,
lang siya.
anong intercom ginagamit nyo?
Syempre, nakagamit kami ng Cardo Pactok.
Yun!
Cardo?
Hardcore yun talaga.
Oo.
Oo.
Duda ko dahil dun sa Cardo, lumakas ka.
Yun talaga yung nagbibigay lakas eh.
No. When when I rode with Toto, di ba, yung nag-19 days kami, pucha, ang laking bagay. Iba, clear. Tangina, ba't ang bagal mo? Push, di ba? Pasok, labas, yung ganon. Non-stop coaching yun eh.
Yeah. And gagaling ka rin talaga because like, when you just have your teammate in your ear, nakita niya ginagawa mo, lalo na we were using the same bike. Basically, yun. Nakalusot kami ng day 1 and sabi nila sa akin, actually, agreed na quit na ako. Sabi ko lang, samahan ko kayo hanggang dulo. Kasi, yung isa kong teammate nasiraan din eh. So sabi ko, samahan ko na lang siya. Or hintayin ko lang siya lumabas. Pero end of day 1, as like nakita dun sa video, sabi ko, no, I'm staying. And that was the best decision ever. Kasi, like, parang long story short, sobrang talagang life-changing experience ng FJ3. Kung maraming na adjust in my mind. And just from the ride itself, may second layer of life-changing because nanalo yung video ko nga nung awards that year. And because of that, medyo na-thrust na ako na-welcome ako into the adventure riding community.
Naka-FJ ka na eh.
Yeah,
diba?
exactly. And grabe rin yun. Actually, that whole year, 2024, was parang talagang na-feel ko yung na-welcome ako sa adventure riding community. Even though that whole time pa rin, I didn't feel na parang worthy ako kasi I didn't feel that my skill level was still up to like my peers, my friends now in the adventure riding community.
Pero magaling ka naman mag-hike, di ba?
Yun naman yung importante
Actually,
ron eh.
not
Kung paano maglakad.
Lahat sila mahina sa hiking eh. So, pagdating doon, they're like, ayaw ka na, I'll quit. Di ba? Ikaw, no, let's go hiking.
So, well, basically,
Multi-skill yung FJ.
kaya ako may role din ako, in other words. Parang sa team na nga, si Myther actually. Si Myther yung sobrang galing mag-shoot. Si Ilan yung leader. Si Michael yung tahimik na maaasahan. Tsaka si Hanuman din, taga-buhat ng bike. And then ako yung taga-bigay ng drama para exciting yung ride namin.
Artist talaga. Nagbigay ng drama.
Ayun.
Okay. So let's go to
Yeah.
You brought the Hima.
Yeah.
Magkano yung Hima? How much is the Hima now?
The 411, you can buy it second hand for
300.
I don't know if they still sell it brand new, pero kasi yung second hand makakuha ka ng less than 200k.
Less than 200K.
Yeah.
And the brand new Hima, the new model, is about 309.
329 starts
329,
about that much.
329.
But let's say 330. It starts at about that much.
So, it's not an expensive bike.
Yeah.
Diba?
Exactly.
Bak, anong dala mo nun?
Saan? Sa
FJ?
FJ? 3.
Di ba desert sled?
Hindi. Ano lang yun?
Ay, yung maliit.
Yung pinakamaliit
Yung
na
400?
desert. Ano tawag doon? Scrambler.
Scrambler,
Oh, Ducati Scrambler na 400 cc.
400.
So you don't really need an expensive bike.
Hindi.
May sasabihin ko.
Oo, yun na yun.
The
Hindi.
end.
The end.
The end. Like, you don't need to do, you don't need a Desert X to do this stuff. You don't need a GS, diba?
Oo, 400.
More than enough.
Makahabol yung mga 1,000 eh.
Nakakapag-karaoke ka pa, diba? Nakakapag ano.
Kitam.
Ned, ano naman yun eh, relative naman sa gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo.
Right.
Well, yung 400, evidently, kapag nasa highway ka nun, talagang mas ma-vibrate yun kaysa sa mas malaking displacement. Kasi sisigaw at sisigaw talaga makina nun. Wala tayong magagawa. Pero, mas priority mo ba yung hindi ka mahirapan or yung comfort mo habang nagra-ride?
Comfort.
Titimbangin mo rin eh.
Oo.
Okay, so what drives you? And si Bak rin. Kasi is it the challenge? Is it exploration? Right? Is it going someplace na pwede ka magyabang at mag-selfie? Like yung mga Takadang, the gates of Takadang, yung mga ganon? Diba? What drives you to do these things?
So, eto na. The answer to that question, I think, is the difference between yung sinasabi nating, say, chill or travel and yung extreme. And I say both are equally valid. So, ako, over the course of the past year, interacting with both kinds of riders, parang dalawa yan eh. Merong athlete tsaka may explorer. And that's not a strict definition, diba? That's a spectrum. And so I would say, for example, most of the people who join FJ, nasa gitna ng spectrum na yon. The ones who... Okay.
Sandali. Gitna ng spectrum, pause muna. Ivan, nawala yung monitor. Did that affect you also? Okay lang. Okay.
Okay?
Spectrum.
Yeah. So, yung...
Like sexuality is in the
yeah,
spectrum.
exactly. So, lahat tayo sa...
Ay, hindi. Ikaw lang yun. Ikaw lang yun.
Umalma agad!
Huwag mo kaming dadamay.
Yun. So, as I was saying, yung sa FJ, definitely, most people there, on the average, would fall in the middle because FJ is an event that really tries to balance between the adventure, discovery, travel aspect and the challenge aspect.
So you've got competitors.
Exactly.
And then you've got explorers.
Exactly. Or, as you can
And
say...
there's a Gantt chart.
Yes.
And may overlap yun.
Yes.
Diba?
So, or you could say, yung mga unang natatapos, kasi sa FJ, you can see clearly in distribution eh. Merong natatapos ng sobrang aga, way ahead of everybody else. These are obviously the athletes. These are the people who are motivated mainly by overcoming challenges and developing their talent.
And being first.
And being first, actually. Even though bawal natin sabihin yun pag sumasali tayo ng FJ. And there's, I think, the mass in the middle who have some skill, but who also really love the travel. And then there's the people, like me in my first FJ, na nabudol lang because ang ganda ng mga photos from FJ2 and I had to step up. And pero, ito yung thing about budol. Like, for people like me, on paper, in our eyes, gusto namin siyang iwasan. Pero every time mapasok kami doon and na-overcome namin yung challenge, grabe yung epekto nun. Like, you're not the same talaga after. And that's what happened to me after FJ3. So, parang, for me, even I would say nasa lower middle ako ng spectrum na yon on the explorer side. Pero, it doesn't mean na ayoko nang mag-offroad, which I get a lot lately kasi nawala nga ako. Pero for various reasons yun. It's not just na ayoko na mag-ride. Kasi gusto ko pa rin. Gusto ko pa rin nag-offroad. It's just I had to really like define it in my own terms in a way na hindi ako frustrated. Kasi parang naramdaman ko yun eh. May mahabang kwento yan na like we don't have room for here. Pero parang I wanted to rediscover it in a way na I would really love it. Hindi ako laging anxious. Kasi nga, for me, like yung to set the record straight, hindi ako na-trauma nung binudol ako ni Mark Song magtakadang na hindi ko naman balak yun. I was traveling with somebody else. Nagtuturing kami na dapat mag-ano lang kami, Madaymen, tapos Mount Data, tapos New Highest Point. Na-intercept ako ni Mark Song sa Mount Data.
That ride is basically Baguio Plus.
Oo.
Diba? It's like, mag-Baguio tayo. Nandiyan lang naman yung
exactly.
Data.
Ito yung pag-uusapan natin talaga, di ba?
Ito yung Halloween portion.
Tapos, bigla na lang the next day, nasa takadang na ako. Grabe. Mark Song worked on me all night. Grabe.
Grabe.
Until pagising ko, sabi ko parang, ito na yung chance. Ang daming kasama. Di ba? Kailan pa ba ako pupunta dito? Kung na-inception niya ako.
Safe ka naman, di ba?
Ganon. We've heard it all.
Hindi ka namin pababayaan.
Ay, hindi naman talaga. Hindi naman talaga. So, yun, I ended up doing that. And grabe talaga yung feeling after na para bang, wow.
Sa umpisa lang masakit yan.
Sa umpisa hanggang dulo, tapos hindi na masakit.
So, wait, hold on. Ikaw, Buck, what kind are you?
Talent fee. Tama. Debbie, para sa akin yung pinaka-core dyan is kung sino yung mga kasama mo dun sa ride mismo.
Agree. That's true.
Kasi parang, sasali ka ba dyan kung hindi mo gusto yung mga kasama mo? Parang labo nun, di ba? So,
very good point.
Ang pinaka-importante dun, ma-enjoy mo yung ride na gusto mo yung mga kasama mo.
Or you get paid.
Or talent fee.
Or talent fee.
It's kind of, or
Dalawa
talent
lang.
fee.
Yun yung spectrum.
Yun yung spectrum.
Tropa or pera.
So, triangle yan. ano yun? Athlete, explorer, talent fee.
Talent fee.
Totoo.
Parang
Tapos
totoo
may
yung
mga
sinabi mo.
overlap.
Gagawa, okay, makikita nyo na sa YouTube next week yung essay na yan.
Okay. So, I guess my next question is, does an adventure have to be expensive, cheap, or sponsored? Yeah. Dati, my question was initially, does it have to be expensive or cheap? Pero we're very lucky eh.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're very blessed to have opportunities to ride.
Yes.
I'm incredibly thankful to the Tourism Promotion Board, to the Loop guys, sa Loop PH, sila Trunk, sila Big Sugar, and si Buck, he gets freaking paid.
Yeah,
right?
talent fee.
Be in Mongolia, one of like this alien beautiful landscape, and to ride, diba? 3-4 months out of the year.
Yeah. Hindi ako nagra-ride doon. Naka-LC ako eh.
Senyorito ka pala doon.
So, yun. Expensive, cheap, or sponsored?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
Ikaw.
isang tabi natin yung sponsored kasi, kumbaga, swerte lang talaga yun if you really... And for those wondering nga, paano ba maging sponsored? Yung pagiging sponsored, hindi mo yan nakukuha sa paghingi sa brand. Nakuha mo yan by proving your value outside and then people will notice. That's the way to get sponsored. Kasi, wala lang. I encounter mga messages na gano'n eh. Uy, bigyan mo naman ako ng camera. Ako parang, for what? Ano ginagawa mo? So,
breathe in and out. You deserve peace, and sometimes peace starts with a clean home. With CleanWorks, you don't just get a spotless space, you get mental clarity. Professional cleaners, systematic service, hygienic, safe, and stress-free. Let CleanWorks handle the mess so you can focus on what truly matters. Rest, family, or just your time. Clean space, calm mind. Book now at CleanWorks PH on Instagram or Facebook, or call 0966 200 6910 to schedule your cleaning. Because self-care starts at home.
yung advocate naman talaga ako na you should do adventure where you are, both skills-wise and budget-wise, which is why also nag-advocate din talaga ako na gumamit ka ng small na bike. Kasi I mean, if for me nga, pag nakita ko yung mga posts doon sa recently popular na Facebook group na yung solo Solo Riders Philippines, I forget what it's called. Natutuwa ako sa grabe yung mga biyahe na ginagawa ng mga tao doon on whatever, like takadang na naka-Mio, mga ganong level or talagang buong Philippine loop. Parang kasi yung adventure naman talaga, di ba? It's a state of mind and wag naman natin dapat i-gatekeep na kesyo naka-big, like weather. Kasi may mga iba nagsasabi, naka-GS ka, hindi yan adventure. May mga nagsasabi,
Sino yan?
mga Amerikanong commenter. And meron naman nagsasabi na parang pag di ka naka-big bike, parang bitin or whatever. Pero, I mean, adventures for everyone, importante naman dyan yung attitude mo tsaka yung hindi ka bastos or mayabang sa places that you go. That matters so much more. Tsaka, kung may kasama ka, again, yung mga kasama mo, they're the ones that really, make the adventure memorable. And sa totoo lang, parang may, for the 400cc rule, pros and cons yan eh. Parang, it makes long distance from in Luzon a bit exclusive. We benefit from that. Sa totoo lang kasi mas konti yung bikes on the road. But at the same time, it also creates a barrier. Pero the way you see gumawa ng paraan mga tao na naka-small na bike to do these crazy adventures, like mad respect talaga for all of that.
So I have a question. Kung nakatira ka doon sa Takadang and naka-XRM ka, and araw-araw ka umakyat doon, pumupunta sa ano yung negosyo nila doon, mga farm, mga illegal logging, 'di ba? Naka-XRM. Pucha, adventure bike ka ba? Adventurer ka ba?
Hindi, una, meron kasing misconception sa atin pagdating dun sa word na adventure. Wala naman kasi talagang genre ng motor na adventure eh.
May adventure bike.
Wala. Ginamit lang nila yan na para maibenta nila. So, kahit anong bike, adventure bike yan, depende dun sa gusto mong adventure. May
Amen.
mga taong ang adventure nila is pumunta ng Starbucks. Adventure na para sa kanila yon. May mga taong mahilig sa fishing. Naka-scooter lang, lalagay nila yung mga fishing pole nila, pupunta sila sa mga tabing dagat para mag-fishing. May adventure din na ginagamit
So,
lang
give me
nila.
to that. Yung back in the day, may shop in Makati. Doon nagpapagawa ng lahat ng mga Harley guys. It's like 20 years ago, right? Yung owner ng shop na yon would get on his what was that? Ultra Glide or basta yung parang yung malaking Harley na laking ferry.
Mga bagger.
Mga bagger. Pare, magano yan? Maglalahar yan on that. And may dala siyang Magnum. Yung yung Cobra, yung may sight.
Mag-shooting siya dun sa lahar.
Mga ibon.
Yun yung adventure niya.
Siya.
Diba?
Wow.
Adventure din yun.
Adventure para
For
sa
me,
kanya
I would
yun.
never freaking do that. I mean, forget about the hunting part. But going in Lahar on a bagger, wala siya. Mga yun, walang dala eh, di ba? Vest lang eh.
Kaya ang labo nga rin ng mga eksena, yung kanina sinasabi ni... Ano nga ulit pangalan nitong guest natin? Kanina
Brando.
sinasabi niya...
Brando.
Brando ba? Kanina yung sinasabi niya na wag natin i-gatekeep yung adventure riding community dahil lang sa hindi pasok yan kasi hindi 400cc. Hindi pasok yan kasi hindi 21 inches yung harap. Lahat naman yan, adventure bike yan. If you're just brave enough.
Exactly. Any bike is an adventure bike if you're stupid enough.
Brave or stupid.
Brave or stupid.
That's another category.
Yeah.
Na kung tutuusin niya yung adventure bike, yun nga yung 50% hindi maganda, 50% hindi maganda eh.
True.
Ang daming compromise, no?
Diba?
Yeah.
Hindi siya maganda sa kalye, pero pwede na. Hindi siya maganda sa off-road, pero pwede na.
True.
Okay, so going back, so the definition is really depending on the person. And walang basagan ng trip.
Oo.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Kanya-kanya yun eh. And if you wanna ride on Mio and you wanna explore Siargao with 2 lesbians, that sounds like a great adventure, right?
Ikaw,
Maybe.
anong pinakamaliit mong bike iba? At
Honda
saka anong
Cub.
adventure ginawa mo ron?
Good question.
Yan. Game.
Yung Honda Cub, wala naman akong ginawang adventure doon kasi tuwing linalabas ko, adventure yun eh. Diba? Kung may konting incline, na-overtaken ka ng mga boost, mga adventure na yung Honda Cub eh. Minsan, mafa-flat yun, diba? Daming adventure on the Honda Cub. So I guess you're right. It really depends eh. It really, really depends. It's basta 2 wheels, diba?
Yeah.
Naalala ko noon in mga 90s, 94 yata, 93. Bumili kami ng...
Pero hindi ako maghahanap ng adventure on the Honda Cub. Yun,
Mangyayari lang siya.
Getting from point A to point B.
Naalala ko, bumili kami ng bike sa West Ave, Honda, GT. GT Triumph. So, brand new yung bike. Pero, nagmotor kami from Bicol to West Ave. Nung binili yung bike, from West Ave to Bicol ulit.
Wild.
Okay. So, ang ginagamit kong motor nun, B50 na Yamaha. 50cc na 2-stroke.
Wow!
Tapos, ang
Wow.
daya, kasi yung brand new na motor, tatay ko nag-drive, ang dami pa niyang pinuntahan. Ako, umuwi na ako ng Bicol mag-isa. So, yun pa lang, ano na yun eh. Adventure na sa akin yun eh. Tapos,
Okay yun, ah.
ang malabo pa doon, 4 na beses ka magkakalas ng spark plug kasi mafa-foul yun.
Kasi you're pushing it non-stop.
Oo.
Wow! Ganun ka lang doon.
Okay, so let's go back.
Hindi. Si Aaron,
Aaron.
pinakamaliit na bike. Ano adventure mo ron?
Well, kasi... well, the 2 smallest bikes naman parehong 150cc. Dati meron akong first bike ko, Kimco Like 150i, and then pinalitan ko ng Vespa. Naalala ko yung second ko na long ride. First ko na group ride gamit yung Kimco Like na kasama ko doon yung si Pia naka Yamaha Sight 110. Tapos yung isa kong kasama naka Raider. Tapos yung isa may kasama kami naka Primavera. Tapos pandemic pa noon. So marami kang hindi pwede puntahan. So, umikot kami hala-hala. Tapos, tinry namin, alam mo yung papuntang 7-Up Hills, di ba off-road yun sa baba? So, basta, yun yung first time ko mag-off-road. Tapos sabi ko, wow, ang saya mag-off-road. Tapos Kimco Like ako na 150.
Fire road lang.
Oo.
Nagkaroon ka ng Kimco Like, di ba?
Okay, so, my, hindi sa Honda Cub. Kasi that's an old bike. Right? And marupong na yung mga goma nun. But on my LX150,
kasi
kasi
Mad Max.
hindi pa uso yung mga crash bar, yung mga adventure scooter. 2014, mga 10, 11 years ago. Yan, ginawa ni Tony, Apocalypse Vespa yun eh.
Astig.
Naka-Touratech yun, nag-cannonball ako doon.
We? Pucha. Respect.
Cannonball. And then nasira yung bike. So if you
Ano
turn
yung
it off,
cannonball? Di namin alam yun.
Please explain for the...
yun ang Iron Man na parang mas stressful. Kasi dami may kotse talaga yun eh. Cannonball is really cars.
Yeah, it's a car run. Yeah.
Minority yung mga motor doon.
Minority yung
Which is
motor.
baliktad naman sa Iron Man.
oh.
Right, oo nga.
Cars ang minority ron.
So yan. Hindi ko na uulitin yun.
Pero
Never
congrats.
again. So, yeah. So I guess, okay. My realization also now after this talk is adventure is kind of like drugs. No? Diba?
Maraming
Kung
klase
madalas
ng
mo
drugs.
malaming naka-adventure na naka-drugs.
Yun na pala.
The more you look for that the more extreme, the more hardcore. Iba yung hit eh.
Oo, yung
Pero
true.
kailangan mo i-top yung hit every freaking time. 'Di ba? Pero if you want to have a great hit,
Doon ka na sa easy.
magano ka, wag ka muna mag-adventure and then you do something mild, pucha, sarap nun, 'di ba? Then for people who can't relate, I don't know. This is what I've heard from people.
Kwento lang ng kuya ko yun.
Chat GPT nagkwento sa akin.
ChatGPT yung nagsabi.
Tama.
no?
Sorry,
Nag-hallucinate.
kuya. ChatGPT.
No, because, but anything naman anything you get that dopamine hit from, right?
Right.
So if you keep on chasing it and chasing it and chasing it, it gets more and more extreme.
Yeah.
So after your extreme case of it, you're like, hold on. I need to have my dopamine levels adjust to normal.
Again,
Reset muna.
kaya nawala.
Reset muna. Kaya nawala. Para the next time you do something, you'll get that same hit.
Yeah. Alam mo, you really see that kasi you see that even with some people I follow on Instagram, parang pa-absurdo na yung ginagawa nila kasi they're just pushing the edge all the time. And well, I feel like edge din naman yun of people on the planet. I think most of us, even the ones who are like athlete, kailangan din nila ng konting tanggal umay or dopamine reset. Pero yung easy for them na yung chill adventure nila, para sa iba sa atin, sobrang hirap pa rin.
So, kailangan ni Mark Song ng dopamine reset. Yan ang kailangan ni Mark.
I just saw today na binudol nila sarili nila sa Japan. Naka-Hunter 350 si Nong Amor tapos may parang single track na bangin silang dinadaanan. Pero I mean, ganun
Pero
sila.
all on road naman, di ba?
No, as in-
Nag-off-road ba sila sa Japan?
Today! Ha? As in, single track bangin. Ganyan, no? Nakita ko yung picture na sined sa akin ni Nong. Sabi ko, okay, enjoy sila.
Okay, so before we get to the last question, ako may specific question ako eh. I'm new to the long hair rider scene. I'm having a really difficult time keeping this curly afro under
Magandang
control.
topic yan, ha? Sino ba mga long hair na ano?
Na rider.
Oh, like...
Nong.
Oh, si
No,
Nong
ano,
Amor.
long hair rider. Si ano,
Ben and-
Monzit.
Oo, Ben and Ben.
Ano yung mga tips mo for long hair adventure riders?
So, kung gusto niyong alagaan yung long hair niyo, lalo na kung wavy to curly hair, number one, huwag kayo mag-shampoo araw-araw. Kasi nasistrip lahat nung natural moisture oils ng hair, kaya siya nagiging manipis. So,
Okay,
nawawala
okay.
yung natural ano niya. So, dapat, gumamit kayo, recommendation ko lang, gumamit kayo only ng parang botanical na shampoo and conditioner. Shampoo twice or thrice a week lang. Yung conditioner, araw-araw. Tapos, kung
Araw-araw na conditioner.
Yeah, pero I mean, konti lang, yung mid to ends. Tapos, kapag lalabas kayo, you can do tipong one pump lang, tipong ng argan oil, na mura lang, scrunch it into the tips of your hair. Enough na yun na maging shiny siya and to restore some moisture. Yun lang, super low maintenance lang surprisingly low maintenance ang hair. And then the rest, mukha mo na magdadala.
We need to also get Ryan Agoncillo.
Yeah.
Because yung buhok ni Ryan is beautiful.
Oh,
Kahit
yeah.
naka-off-road
Long hair ba siya ngayon?
Ay, hindi ko alam actually.
You know, silky smooth.
Oo, iba yung hair ni Ryan. Oh, Bak, final question.
Di pa natin ito giges dati.
Nag-guess na natin dati.
Dun sa 450 MT, after El
okay,
Nido.
sige.
Ay, sandali. Balita ko may bago kang sponsor.
Oh,
Ay,
yeah.
hindi ko alam.
Pwede ko ba hulaan?
Ano meron?
Sige, kasi walang nakahula sa video ko.
Bike brand.
Bike brand.
Bike brand?
Bike
Oo.
brand.
Hulaan
Tapos po.
ko.
Walang nakahula.
Ah.
Out of 100 comments, wala.
Talaga?
Rusi.
Galing.
Totoo?
Hindi. Big bike naman, big bike.
Big
Bata,
bike.
ako gusto ko yan.
Oh, sino?
Di pa ako namula.
Oh, yeah.
Teka, bakit ka... Sino ba dati?
RE.
RE. Tapos ngayon may bago.
May
Teka,
bago.
anong premyo?
Kiss.
Kiss lang? Hindi na?
Pakilala ka sa lesbian.
Yung pala.
Hindi ba, no? Hindi ba CF Moto?
Hindi.
Oh.
Hindi pa. Wink.
Mamaya. Mamaya.
Magkatampo na sa akin si Camille Lu eh.
Teka, i-announce mo na kung wala
Ano?
na ka.
BMW?
No. Big Japanese brand.
Malaking Japanese.
Yamaha?
No.
Honda.
Sino yung natitira?
Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kinalimutan
Yeah.
niyo
Wow.
na yung Suzuki.
Ayaw nga pala, sorry Suzuki.
Ang hirap makakuha ng sponsorship from a big Japanese brand.
Yeah, super.
Mabusisi sila.
Yeah. So actually, I'm very touched because sabi nila, this is the first time they're doing this with someone here sa Pilipinas.
talaga?
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm mentioning it to anybody who didn't know about it in the first place. So basically, Kawasaki is giving me a bike and then funding me to do a Philippine loop in my style.
Anong bike?
Congrats.
Hulaan nyo kung anong bike.
KLR.
Very good!
Kasi yun yung bagong labas eh.
Bulletproof.
Yun yung
Yes,
bagong labas
exactly.
Yun ang perfect bike actually.
Para siyang malaking
Mag-ready
himba.
ka na magdala ka ng chain tensioner nung cam.
Okay, noted. Salamat. Yung pala yung kailangan doon. Kamchi intentional.
Si Mark was asking me, parang samahan ka mag-loop.
Ayun.
How long do you plan to do it?
I wanna try to maximize the time kasi ang balak ko to do the familiar sections mag-isa so I can really take the time to shoot a lot of footage para cinematic talaga.
Kasi
yeah.
if you're telling a
Kailangan mo ng
story,
support and gear.
if you're telling a story kasi, that
Matagal
really
eh.
changes the ride That
matagal.
changes the adventure.
Pero yung when I go siguro ng Visayas onwards, I want to do it now with friends kasi yon mas discovery and parang I wanna see then if I can link up with people na nandun na. So
We'll
and
connect
also
you.
for
We've got
safety.
friends all over,
Yeah,
man.
no, I'm very excited about it. I'll try to
Foes, marami
maximize
din
the
kaming
time.
foes.
Yeah.
Friends and foes.
Friends.
Ikaw lang. Ikaw lang.
Ikaw lang pala. Ayun. So
Lahat ng mga kaaway ko
Hindi,
dito
ako
sa Metro Manila eh.
A friend and a foes.
Ayun. So that's very exciting. Plus parang gets din nila yung style ko, which is I'm very touched by. So I'm looking forward to really delivering this for them.
Awesome. Sana makasama tayo sa isang leg.
That will be fun. Oh.
Kasi yun, kami nila Toto, we did a figure 8. 6,600 kilometers.
Wow.
19 days.
Wow, I should ask
Pero
you guys.
ang daming stops noon.
Right.
And wala pang puro mapa. Toto actually, hindi ko kailangan ng mapa ko kasama si Toto eh.
Yeah. Ano
Alright.
yung favorite mo nakita mo doon?
Mindanao, the farther you get from Luzon, it's like the roads just open up and open up and open up.
Wow.
And then when you're in Mindanao, it's just like big sky, big roads, and it's beautiful. And when you're coming back up, everything gets smaller and tighter again.
Wow, that's so beautifully said.
Sobrang
Galing.
ganda. So I can't...
malaki budget ng DPWH sa South. Kaya malalaki kalye ron eh.
tanong mo na, Bak.
Okay. Para sa'yo, baka nagbago na kasi. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng tunay na rider?
Para sa akin, ang tunay na rider, well, it's someone who rides for their own reason. Sinusundan mo yung dahilan that's in your soul, not for peer pressure, not for what you think is cool. Alam mo, not for any reason except what really drives you to, kesyo gusto mo mag-explore, gusto mo lang mag-isa ka mag-ride sa highway tuwing Sunday. I think if you're doing it for yourself, for your own health, your spiritual whatever, then I think you're a tunay na rider. Yung basically hindi ka rin poser.
Or sponsored ka.
Or sponsored ka.
Yeah, 2 reasons.
Tulad namin.
Tara, yayabang ng mga to ah.
Alright.
Hindi
You brought
peer
it up.
pressure, pero nagpa-peer pressure din naman.
Kaya ako sinasabi ngayon kasi yun yung natutunan ko.
Napaso.
Napasok na kasi sa peer pressure.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, Aaron.
Thanks for having me.
Anyone you want to say thank you to? Sponsors? Syempre Kawasaki.
Yeah, no, actually I just want to thank the whole adventure riding and riding community for basically welcoming me into your ranks. Hindi ko naman to...
Welcome ka ba talaga nila?
I mean, as far as I know.
O inaapi.
Oo. Yun yung
Pagtripan
form
natin
nila
to.
ng pag-welcome eh. Especially ni Marks. And basically yun lang. And of course to all of the sponsors, all the people that have supported. Basta, sa inyong lahat.
Kawasaki.
Especially Kawasaki. Pero nagsisimula pa lang yun eh. May kita niya pa lang yun.
That's gonna be awesome. Sige.
Dapat palang sinagot mo, ang tunay na rider, nakakawasaki.
Oo.
Everybody knows that na eh.
Hindi, si Bak, tunay na rider. Naka Yamaha, naka BMW, naka Ducati. Dami ka doon eh.
Tama lang.
Ni Bak.
Tama
CF
lang.
Moto. All right, on that note, if you want to go on an adventure, follow your spirit, follow your soul, or follow your sponsor. See you on the next episode of Tunay na Rider.
Breathe in and out. You deserve peace, and sometimes peace starts with a clean home. With CleanWorks, you don't just get a spotless space, you get mental clarity. Professional cleaners, systematic service, hygienic, safe, and stress-free. Let CleanWorks handle the mess so you can focus on what truly matters. Rest, family, or just your time. Clean space, calm mind. Book now at Cleanworks PH on Instagram or Facebook, or call 0966 200 6910 to schedule your cleaning. Because self-care starts at home.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.